Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so recording. Let me just turn on share my screen over here. There we go. So if we just actually let's start off with this. So I made three trades today. Great trades. This would have been a banger trade. Actually, I feel like I could have really hit the gas today, even with small lot sizes. But whenever in doubt, and I want you guys to notice the order: my first trade, second trade, third trade, right? So when you make profit, you should risk basically that profit for a second trade. And then when you have these trades, you should either lessen your risk, meaning your lot size, or keep that same lot size and risk basically everything on the line. I did not want to do that because overall this week has not been the best. At least Monday has been great. Today was great. Tuesday, Wednesday was not the best. Actually, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm sitting basically right at break even, negative 34.40. So, and even then, Tuesday, I was up $100 and I fumbled the bag. So, just leaving me break even. Now, come back over here. I want you guys to realize this. I started this account with $212. Okay, so just take a look. If we just take this number, right? Say how many people, how many hours in a day do you have to work a full-time job? So just put this in perspective. So it's 23.40. You guys can't see it, but I'm actually tapping on top right. Top right, you can see it 240. I hope you can see it 243.4 divided by 8. Literally, if you're working a normal job, it'd be $30 an hour. $30.42, probably 43 cents if we're just round up per hour. That'd be your wage. So I think anybody and everybody over here could say that's good. That's great from especially an account that you basically, you know, started off with that same amount. So started off with 212, $243. Today was a great day in multiple aspects. But it's just weird. This week has been absolutely just brutal and weird. So $2,295. It does not make me happy to see that, to be honest. And I don't want to be cocky, don't want to be happy, but when you have experience and talent, this sometimes can be like the devil just staring you in your face. Meaning, I know I came to the markets today knowing exactly what I could have done. I just wasn't patient. The first trade, take that off. That's fine. Again, once I show you guys on a bigger picture, then you guys understand. But this trade, I feel like every trade, it was just seconds away from snapping me out. Except this one. That one was a nice trade. But anyways, day 26 in the account. Only got three losses. That's great. I'm not trying to stat pad here. I'm not trying to, just take whatever green just to say and put on social media that my stats or my win rate is this clean or this high. No, no, no. I'm not that. I'm not doing anything of that sort. In fact, now we're playing with big lots. So if anything, you should now be able to see it. You should now be able to see it. So just within the past 2 weeks, we're up 14, 15 on the count. Overall, doing really well. Now, what do we see on a big picture, right? So, I want to show you this. Oh, she still rejected it. Oh, so I took three trades. I could have took five trades, and that's just a big fact. Okay. Now, I want to show you guys. Do this all the time. Where is it? I want to show you guys this. So, what time did I take a picture of this? 6:17. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. 6:17. It's 13 minutes pre-market. I boast this all the time. If you can't read, if you can't take a bias on pre-market, you probably, most likely, you don't know how to trade. Because just new people see the market moving. They hear New York bell opening at 6:30 a.m. PST, and they're like, okay, they get turned on by that. Okay, so here to explain it. Let's put a line over here, shall we? So I put a line over here, and I put it that way early. I think I had that in the picture as well. No. So I put a line over there, right? Look to the left, and I was like, wow, we held this. We held this area. Actually, it should be a little bit lower. We held this area. That itself is support. Now, you could have really looked at this from two standpoints. Is that, we were dumping heavy. You definitely don't want to buy here. You want to wait for it to, because we came down, came up, created lower lows. It came up, tried to come down. We came back up. So we're holding resistance over here. Look to the left. I put a blue line just to make it clear on you guys. It wasn't the best and the strongest resistance slash support, but it did seem like we were holding something over here, mostly because of these two. Over here, it gets very messy, right? But I was very well convinced that we were holding support and resistance basically right there. Hence that for my resistance. Now, if I were just to clear this drawing just a little bit, just to show you again, just to make it a little bit clear, I really wanted to basically see it bounce over here, and I got in. That's that first trade over here. I manually closed all these trades, and I adjusted my stop loss, sure, but I really wanted to chase green and profit today just because of uncertainty. So again, when you see this trade, I literally got it, man. I was just 12 points shy of literally just bottom ticking it, and that's fine because that's exactly where I wanted to put my buy stop. So I got in buy stop over here. Um, I wanted to basically see it break this. It was stuck. It was actually holding basically right here and right here, that wick, and that bottom wick and the double bottoms right here. So it was holding over there, and at one point, it seemed like it was just gonna come crashing down. So I was like, nope. I just even though I adjusted and I had secured like 5 points in profit, which was what, $32-40 in profit. I really, really just wanted to basically say F that. I'm just calling it a day. So sometimes when you're so nervous, when you're so scared, especially considering how this week has been, you can't come over here like a naive girl. You can't, with what's happened Monday, bullshit. What happened Tuesday, what was it, right here? This was one of the weirdest fucking setups I've seen. Okay. Wednesday, this is again fucked up. So I'm not gonna be coming to charts all confident and cocky and everything. This is much more rather of a day where you have to understand and just ask yourself, if we've been so and so this whole week, how am I gonna be today? You should be fucking defensive for one. So I took that buy, stopped out. I just wanted to pre-market. I mean, it was still early pre-market. Again, just to show you guys, these were all very, very small trades. Got in 16:20, 6:20:49. Got out not even a full minute later. It was just what, 28 plus 11 seconds. What is that, 41 seconds? So give or take, my math could be off. This one, the sell, which was so close to stopping me out, because at one point I was down $90. I really was so close to losing this trade. I didn't understand how I would have lost that trade, but I just had to put hard stop losses. You can see it, right? You can see it. So yeah, I mean, I'm not proud to show that, but I have to exactly put it somewhere and respect it, right? In case if it closes me out and takes all my profit from my first trade. So I took half of that lot size, and I still felt like I was on the verge of ending today red. But crazy enough, um, this over here again, right? It should make sense, guys, that we came down, wicked it, lower low, wicked it, lower low, and we should retest this area basically. But the thing is, as soon as I jumped in, again, let me clear this drawings. As soon as I jumped in, which was right here, she immediately just was retesting this. So that's when I basically had to put even though this is my resistance, I had to put it basically right here in case of some, as a buffer, right? So $109 in drawdown. That was easily what, just shy of 30 points back in drawdown. That was the nastiest trade that I was in. No drawdown for the first trade, no drawdown for the third trade. This one though, had to just chase it as soon as I put my buy stop out there. Really, I noticed what was resistance. I wanted to see it come up here as resistance. I wanted to see it drop, but then we were holding over here for so long, and then I was like, if she breaks it, I'm going to take a sell. I want to see it basically come below this wick over here, right? You need confirmation, guys. Don't trade so blindly. If I know this is what was resistance, and if it's going to hold there, and resistance can be supported in a given second, and vice versa, then I want to see it come over here if it's gonna be treated now as a resistance, right? If it's gonna wick it and drop and flush. But if she's basically gonna hold resistance as now and treat as support, like this case, I should probably take a sell right now because it went right below that wick. This is happening live, guys. This is happening freaking live. So this would be, I don't see this. Yeah, there. See, in cases like this, you'd probably want to consider moving it to break even, or you'd want to at least put your stop loss just slightly above basically where my dotted line is, right? So whatever and whenever you need more confirmation, I mean, I'm pretty sure she's not going to flush right away. She might want to retest this for a few minutes and then drop. So, it just kind of depends. Do you want to play aggressively? Do you want to play a very safely? This is where you have to really make bold decisions. And that's what pays you. People don't have guts and they trade with prop firms. You don't, I took out loans, I took out maxed out, I maxed out 13 credit cards. I'm not proud at all to say it. That's financially stupid, and I hope nobody takes this as financial advice because that is stupid. But it panned out because I know how to trade, and it forced me to trade. Now, see, you could easily get a dump. I don't really know if she's gonna make a drop all the way down. However, I don't see it being a bullish day. Um, I mean, surprisingly enough, we even came higher over here, but these massive two wicks just kind of showed a full story that she wants to dump. Or maybe she wants to come and retest this and then basically fulfill all this, because I can see it forming like a W if you can, right? So if we retest this, then I can see a W and it could easily form that up pattern. So, a lot of experience, only people with experience can easily see these things. It's very much performing or creating a perfect W, for being honest. And if you didn't adjust your stop loss, then you probably would have got BE at the moment, or you'd be somewhat in drawdown, just a point or two, probably maybe 3 points tops. So trading can be this easy. I don't want to, again, I feel like a lot of people just give up rather than understanding their mistakes. A lot of people are too cocky. A lot of people have too much of an ego rather than understanding how to trade. Now, I could have full ported the account. I was seconds of full porting it either way. And it's just crazy. All these trades. I mean, this first trade too, as soon as I entered, not a dang second in drawdown. In fact, I moved to my stop loss. And look at this. Look at this. What is my stop loss? 53,023. 53.19. So I literally did that just 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds into the trade. At one point it was up 150, and once I had to manually just close that trade because of not feeling comfortable, right? But at the end of the day, guys, how I grew up learning stocks, penny options, trading, especially with NAS 100 and now US 30, uh, stop losses, moving your stop loss is your best friend, and you deserve to get paid. So pay yourself when you're in trades, because that's securing some means of gains. Okay, so that's how you grow accounts. Everybody wants to say otherwise, but you know what? All these greens with one lots stacked up to the point. Basically, now we got the account from $212.28 to literally $2,000 and 70 $2,070 worth of profit. So that's phenomenal. That's great. So we'll see what comes tomorrow. I'm not even gonna be surprised if tomorrow brings some fuck shit like Hail Mary. It's gonna be a no bueno day. I know today was a no bueno days too, and I can just look at US 30, I mean NAS 100, and the moment, you guys, the blind follows the blind. Really. This actually wasn't a bad day. This wasn't actually a bad day. You see it coming down, come up. You just want to see it hold support. Ideally, I would have taken a buy, put a buy stop right there, because you want to see it hold some type of support. It actually did wick it. That's crazy. So you want to see it hold support like right there. Now, you would have needed some confirmation because of that wick to the south pre-market was a little nasty. I don't know what happened with you, Nas per se. All I know is that she definitely did hold this great support. Retested New York opening. So, if you put a buy stop out there, you would have easily. That's damn. Nas can be the GOAT sometimes when we're comparing. And it's fast. Well, not super fast like US 30. But anyways, hope this is a great video. Many people, if you don't understand support and resistance, why did I put resistance here? Look to the left. Look to the left. What was once support? What was once resistance? What was once support? What was once resistance, right? So you can make this stuff up, guys. What was once resistance? What was once resistance? Um, what was once support, what was once support. So again, the same zones, the same zones, the same zones. I mean, nobody can make support and resistance look this easy. But it's just a matter of time and understanding it. So peace, love, and cheers. Thank you very much.